Hello, I'm Jane Varrall and this is my quilt Journey to Alpha Centauri. This quilt is a little bit about a journey into space, and I took my inspiration from Stephen Hawking. I saw that he was designing and sending models up into the atmosphere to get information back, and I thought how interesting the shapes were and how they could be used on my silk painted quilt here. I think probably the most important is that it's on a silk painted background, so I've used steam fixed dies, and they are all painted in swirls on the back here, and then on top of that I've then embellished them, and then also I've put on the modules of the Stephen Hawking machines, which I've actually printed, and then when they open up they actually form the information that he's gathering in outer space to be sent back to the Earth. Well, I was a textiles teacher, teaching secondary students for most of my career, but I also liked painting on fabric, and I found that silk painting was really my way into colouring material in a nice strong way. And I lived abroad for a long time. When I came back to England I decided to do quilts a lot more, because before that I'd been painting scarves, etc. So what I like about this now is that I'm using machines and doing a lot of free machine work, and also doing beading work to accentuate different areas of it. But what I really like is to get a title of a project and then do some research into it, and I always do sketches and research, and I form colour schemes and things like that before I ever begin to make my quilt, and then developing little samples and things like that are really quite interesting for me. I would have spent not very long doing the painting because it's quite fast and it moves quite quickly, but the free machining would take me 2 or 3 days maybe, and then the hand sewing, these little modules, maybe another couple of days to work on them and get those finished. I absolutely love it. I'm part of a contemporary quilt group, and whenever we get topics then I will enter into those topics and try and do my own pieces that I really get inspired by. Yeah.